All right. Thank you, everyone, for joining us for our call this morning with Jaylen Reed. As always, please raise your hand and I'll call on you. We'll start with Joe Smeltzer.
Hey, Jaylen, thank you for your time this morning.
How you doing? You're welcome.
Yep. So obviously your role with the team is a lot different than it was when you were a true freshman last October. So how different was this year's bye week than last year's bye week? And how did you spend, particularly this past Saturday, when a lot of guys were playing college football and you weren't one of them? So,
Basically, I was really diving into film a lot harder this year because my role was bigger, and I didn't really understand it last year. I didn't really understand college football, so I was just getting used to it last year. But this week, I really been diving into a lot of film, watching the games, watching a lot of college football to keep my mind right.
Tyler Donahue.
Hey, Jaylen, hope you're doing well. Thank you for your time. My question is about the group of safeties that you have. Four of you are playing a bunch of football right now. What does that do for the room, and how do you think you all are making each other better?
I think it provides a lot of depth in the safety room, a lot of people that can play, a lot of people that can fly around and make plays. And we just going out there, practicing hard every day, compete with each other. That's how you make each other better. That's our core value. Number three is to compete. So yeah, that's all we do. Try to manage that every day. Go out, practice every day, like that.
Sam Cohn.
Hey, Jaylen, thanks for doing this. Curious, 5 games in the season, what do you feel like you've learned the most about yourself and your game, and where do you feel like the secondary has grown the most?
I think the secondary has grown the most in being consistent. I'm not gonna talk about myself, but everybody on defense, on the secondary, really just staying consistent because we know we the best in the country, and if we just stay consistent, it'll prove itself.
Joe Smeltzer.
So Jaylen, I was talking with Sal earlier, and he said that this past Saturday was pretty, I guess, an annoyance for him, being that, obviously you love playing college football and weren't able to do that. So was that the way you kind of saw it this past weekend, or were you more, I guess, relaxed, being that you got a well-earned weekend off this fall?
I mean, of course, I want to play football. Of course, I was a little sad. I want to play football this Saturday, but it's a great time for us to recover, get better, dive into more film, and get ready for our next opponent so we can go 1-0.
Tyler Donahue.
And we're going to get a chance to hear from Kalen and Kobe King this week too. You all are heading back pretty close to home this weekend. Are you expecting any family, friends to be able to see you in person during this matchup? And what are you excited about? Kind of a homecoming of sorts for you guys.
I mean, I'm just excited to go play the game of football and not really just in Michigan. I'm just excited to just go play football again. And then, yeah, I got a lot of family and friends. They all making a trip. I got a lot of them.
Back to Tyler.
Yeah, I guess I'll just say, is this going to be the first time for a lot of those family and friends to see you and play a college football game in person?
Nah, my family drives to a lot of my games. They come to a lot of games. I have a real supportive family. They come to a lot of games.
Joe Smeltzer.
Jaylen, obviously, Blake Corum is going to be talked about a lot this week. What are some things you've seen out of him, and what have been your takeaways from watching him on tape?
Blake Corum is a really good player. All respect to him, but the defense, we got to coach. It's not just about one player. Just we will focus on being Michigan. So our coach got a really good game plan. The players following the game plan, we're just gonna do what we can do so we can execute and beat them.
Tyler Donahue.
Jaylen, what did it mean to get Keziah back on the defensive line, giving that depth on defensive tackle? He played a lot of football in his first game back. How does that add to what you guys are doing on the defensive front?
Keziah is a great player, great guy, and then he's it provides a lot of depth in the D-line room. It provides more playmakers. He's a great football player. He's hungry, motivated, and he's always ready to work. So it was good seeing my brother back out there ready to play again.
Back to Tyler.
Another guy I wanted to ask about was KJ Winston. He's played in 4 games now, so he might burn red shirt status this
Who?
Saturday. What has KJ done to kind of prove himself and put himself in a spot to maybe go burn that red shirt this year?
You said KJ Winston?
Yes, I did.
KJ Winston, he's a young safety in our group. He come to work every day. He's always willing to learn. He's always asking questions. I know he's always asking me questions every single day, even though I'm not an older guy in the program that much, but I have had my year. I've been through the same year he's been through. He's the type of kid that's always willing to learn. He has a great skill set. He's a really good football player. He's going to be a beast here for us in the future. That kid's going to be All-American soon.
Daniel Gallen.
Hey, Jaylen, going off of that, last year, you and Kalen were the only 2 freshmen who burned their red shirts. This year, I think there might be 5 so far. It's going to be a lot more than last year. What is it? What have you seen with this freshman class that's allowed them to be able to come in, play early, and play a lot?
They all just work hard. So I say they all work hard. They all have great skill sets. They're all willing to learn. Like all the 2022 class, they did a great job of coming in, learning the playbook, working hard. They fit into the program. Everybody buy in. We all brothers, and they come and work hard every day. So I think that's what set them up for great. The freshmen that's trying to burn their red shirt, I think that's what set them up for great.
Time for 2 more. Andrew Destin.
Jaylen, I'm curious, through 5 games, what would you say, if there's one concrete difference, what would it be between playing under Manny Diaz versus last year playing under Brent Pry?
Coach Pry was a great coach last year. He had a great defense. Coach Manny is also a great coach too. But it's just like Coach Manny defense is a havoc defense. It causes a lot of turnovers. But Coach Pry did a great job with turnovers last year too. But Coach Manny also does a great job with turnovers. So I think Coach Manny he's just a great coach. He comes with great passion every day to work.
Daniel Gallen.
Jaylen, I joined this call a little bit late. Did anyone ask you yet about going back to Michigan and the Detroit guys?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess just instead, when you look at the secondary with all the pass breakups that you've been able to have on the outside, what does that do for you as a defensive back, knowing that, all right, they might be able to get the pass off, but there's the confidence in the back end. What's it like watching Joey and Kalen being able to have that success?
I mean, it's great watching them guys come have them type of success. Have that type of success because they go to work to practice every day. They do it in practice every single day. It's not just Joey and Kalen. It's Joey, Kalen, Johnny Dixon, Marquise. And then we have a young guy, Cam Miller. He does a great job when he come in. So, and then we have Daquan Hardy too. It's not just Joey and Kalen. Joey and Kalen is like the guys, but they have a lot of respect in the program. Johnny Dixon does a great job in that as well, and Marquise. I say the whole corner room is just a lot of dogs. They come in ready to work. That's what give them. They do it every day in practice. That's what gives them that lead up in the game.
Final question, Joe Smeltzer.
So Jaylen, talking about Michigan, what are some things you've seen from that receivers group?
I saw one thing I saw was the Michigan receiver core. They have a great group of guys. They have a good talented room. I think it's not nothing particularly, but I think our game plan will be enough to stop them guys, and we're going to be good. We're going to go out and execute what we want to know.